Hi friends. I'm gonna watch real close today while I'm making this video because it just told me I didn't have a lot of storage on my iPad. Even though I've deleted everything, I haven't permanently deleted some of it, so I went ahead and did that. So I wanted to talk to you today about my day. I did really well in my eating. I ate everything that I packed for myself. I just finished my grapes a couple of minutes ago. Things are going well. I am rolling into tonight with only having used 3 points. Because I ate grapes on the way home instead of popcorn. So yay, I'm rolling in with 3 points. I have no idea what's for dinner. I have some chicken and potatoes and things like that, and I might scrape together something in that respect. But right now, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I am so super duper tired. I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning and was unable to get back to sleep. I faded in and out of sleep a little bit, but couldn't really sleep. So I am exhausted. So there is a good possibility I could go home, have a sandwich, and go to bed. Like, it might be a make your own dinner kind of night. Actually, that sounds delicious. A sandwich, and then just go to bed. But anyway, that is my thought process on that. Looking at my notes here. A couple of things I wanted to talk about. So I was watching some YouTube channels today that I love. And I feel like everybody is talking about number 2. I feel like we're all talking about the fact that we can't poo. So I did some research. Like I said, I take the Smooth Move tea, or drink the Smooth Move tea. I don't drink it every day because you just can't. It would, I mean, after a while, it just makes you to the point where you could never leave the bathroom. It's a laxative tea, really, it's not like it's a detox. It's not like it's going to make you regular. It's a laxative, basically. Excuse me. And, you just can't take it every day. Not to mention the fact that the times I have tried to take it several days in a row, eventually it stops working, just like anything else. I've tried taking it every other day. I've tried taking it once a week. But as I did some research, I started noticing that people who are drinking the tea, the Smooth Move tea, actually are saying that their digestive problems are getting worse. So it starts off really good. It kind of empties you all out like it's supposed to. But then because your body is so used to not going, it waits until it's like really, really full, I guess, until it goes again. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if there's any medical research behind it, or these are just people who say this is what my body does. But it's kind of true for me. So it's Thursday. Here's your TMI for the day. Haven't gone since Sunday. Again. Not going to do a tea this time because A, I'm out of them, and B, they're $5 a box, and I just don't want to go get them. And I just want to see what happens if I allow this to happen naturally with water and fiber. I am getting plenty of fiber. I'm diligent about my fiber. I eat fruits and vegetables all day. I eat other forms of fiber. I eat oatmeal. So, I cut down on my cheese tremendously this week. So I'm just waiting to kind of see what happens. Right now my stomach feels bloated and extended and like something's not moving correctly. But I just feel like everybody on these Weight Watch channels who are doing some type of diet, even the ones who I watch who aren't doing Weight Watchers, and my niece even, we've been talking about it earlier today. It's just like our digestion is just not doing what it's supposed to be doing. And I feel like it's an epidemic. I don't know what's going on. So that was one thing I found funny, was I felt like everybody was talking about number 2. Also, I wanted to talk to you about water bottles. I can't find a water bottle that I love. Okay? So I have one of those silver ones, or those metal ones that are like long with the top on it. I like that. But my problem is, A, when you pull the top off, I'm a messer, and I end up dribbling it down my face, and I have to wear nice clothes to work. And so I want a pop top, okay? The kind that is like a sports bottle. I want one of those, okay? But I also needed to keep my stuff cold because I'm a teacher, and in my building right now, we're under construction, so there's nothing really close to me to go fill my water bottle up. There are water bottles, you know, the water fountain thingies that are like the big fountain on the top, or the big bottle on the top. I can't think of water coolers throughout my building, and I can do it, but there's not one close to me, and of course I can't just walk out of my classroom and go refill it, and it's not cold when it comes out, it's kind of lukewarm. So I want one that's going to keep it cold, and I want one that's kind of big, but I also don't want it to sweat. So right now I've got this big barrel thing that I showed you yesterday. I freeze half of it, which I left at work, by the way. Oh, darn it. I freeze half of it, and then I add water to it with a little bit of Mio or one of those things if I want. And I drink that all day, but it's warm by the end of the day. It sweats all over my desk. I literally have a towel that sits on my desk just so that it'll sop up the water that my bottle sweats. It is a flip top with a straw, so that part I like, but it's heavy too, which of course it's going to be because it's full of water, but it's also like weird to hold. It's got a handle, and I don't know, I just don't love it. I like my metal ones, but I like them for camping and coffee. I will put coffee in them with a heartbeat, but I just don't love it. I cannot find a water bottle I love. I just can't. And I asked people today to like give me their suggestions, and I gave them my criteria. It must have a sports top or a flip top. Okay? I need to use like a straw. It must not sweat. It must keep my drink cold for at least 6 hours. It doesn't need to be 12, but 6. Okay? Easy to clean. So flip top, easy to clean, keep it cold, and doesn't sweat. That's what I want. And it has to be big enough that I can sip on it all day from about, I would say when I'm finished my coffee, it's probably about 9:30. So from about 9:30 till about 3 in the afternoon. And I need to be able to have enough water in that. It probably doesn't exist. It's my unicorn. And it probably never existed. But anyway, so sad. But that's what I'm looking for. If you have a water bottle who meets all those criteria, because I had friends on Facebook who sent me water bottles and said, look at this one, and they don't meet all my criteria. And I know I'm being picky, but I want what I want. And if I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to spend a buku amount of money on a water bottle that I'm not going to love. I'll just continue to buy sports water bottles and fill them up. So that is my rant for the day. I looked up today on Weight Watchers several Thanksgiving, I told you I was obsessing, Thanksgiving recipes that were Weight Watchers. I found one for potatoes, mashed potatoes, using non-fat sour cream instead of milk and cream and butter, and a little bit of like a ranch dressing or a garlic, like garlic in it, garlic powder. Never thought about using, I mean, I've used sour cream in them before. Never thought about using non-fat sour cream to make it a little bit better. And it was like 4 points per serving. Problem is, again, what's a serving? I don't know. My stuffing is probably going to be an issue because it's bread and sausage. I am not about to make turkey sausage in that stuffing. My family would rant and rave. My turkey will be pretty, you know, look, it's got butter on it. It's got oil on it, but it's turkey. And, you know, whatever. Oh, there's a little doggy in the car. Sweet potatoes with marshmallows and brown sugar. I found some brown sugar substitute, but I don't know how much the points are. Thought about doing that. Green bean casserole. I can use no fat mushroom soup. I'm just trying, my goal, I think, after talking to some of the ladies at work who also do Weight Watchers, my goal is going to be to simply save as many weeklies as I can for that day. You give myself one day where I eat whatever I want, track it, so I still don't have my weeklies, or might not have my weeklies, and then the next day go right back to Weight Watchers, like I'm supposed to. My biggest problem, like I've said before, is the leftovers. I want leftovers. I love the leftovers of Thanksgiving. I'm just going to have to eat them in smaller quantities. And maybe add more veggies to it, or a salad or something. But that's the plan for now. I was talking to my niece today, and she said, well, what about camping? You know, we go to this camping in the cabins. I told you about that. She goes, what about that? She goes, I can't get past that. Well, for me, I'm not too worried about it, because Thanksgiving, you're kind of roped into or have a set menu, you know. I'm not going to serve chicken or fish for Thanksgiving, and I'm not going to not have mashed potatoes. And if you think for 1 second I'm going to make mashed cauliflower, and my kids are going to be okay with that on Thanksgiving as opposed to mashed potatoes, you're insane. They would riot. Okay? So I'm not going to do any of that. I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm going to make what I normally make. I'm going to make it as light as I can without sacrificing the flavor. And I have already decided what my dessert is going to be. I love pumpkin pie, and don't get me wrong, I may on the day of Thanksgiving have pumpkin pie, but I think I'm actually going to make a trifle with the pumpkin pie yogurt from Dannon, which is so good, mixed with whipped cream and a little bit of pumpkin pie, canned pumpkin pie with also some spice, and maybe some graham crackers sprinkled on top. Because when I eat that at night for my snack, it's 4 points. And if I make a trifle and I can have maybe 2 and have 8 points, and that's my, that is maybe my splurge for the day. I don't know. I wish I was one of those people who could say, oh, I just don't like sweet stuff anymore. Well, still do. Haven't gotten over that yet. I need dessert. I need dessert to end my night. It's never going to change. I know this about me. It's either going to be ice cream, it's going to be pudding, it's going to be cake, it's going to be pie, something to end my night. It tells my brain, you're done for the night. And then honestly, I don't usually eat again. Even if we go out to dinner and I get a dessert at dinner and it's early, I still won't eat again, because my brain has now said, okay, I'm done, because I've had my sweet thing. I've also tried to do like a Hershey Kiss or, you know, a piece of Dove chocolate, and that might work for a day or two, but I need something smooth and creamy and filling, and I want to eat it more than one bite. If I put it in one, look, the people who are able to put one bite of a Hershey Kiss and say I'm done, and they say, oh, I'm so satisfied, good for you, because guess what, girlfriend, that is not me. I open up a bag of Hershey Kisses and I'm going to eat the whole thing. And I don't know if y'all tried any of those caramel M&Ms yet. But that's the kind of thing that I can't eat right now. Because if I eat one, I'm going to eat 15, 20, 30 the bag. Right? But I can eat this whipped pumpkin pie yogurt with some Cool Whip and some pumpkin pie spice. And it's 4 points, and I'm thrilled with it. And so last night, kind of a non-scale victory, because I've been doing so well on my points, getting home with like 3 to 5. Last night I had my dinner, and it was like a kebab plate, but we put it over noodles, over egg noodles, which are really high in points. It was like 4 points for half a cup, and I wanted more. I went ahead and had a full serving, which is a cup, for 8 points. And then I had the noodles, or the teriyaki chicken and vegetables. I did end up going back to get more teriyaki chicken and vegetables, but I didn't get more noodle. So I was pretty happy with that, and I had the points. I still ended the day, I think, at 27. So I had the points, I don't care. I'm glad, because that's what I want. I want to be able to eat as much dinner as I want. I don't care about the breakfast and the lunch. I'm eating enough to fill myself up. Now, that brings me to the next thing I wanted to talk about, my lunches. I am getting sick of my lunches. So I've been trying to watch you guys on YouTube and see what you take. We all generally kind of take the same stuff. And when I looked on Pinterest, all I'm seeing is like soup recipes and make this and you can eat on it all week, and that's great, and I'm all for that. But right now, I'm taking a salad, some turkey and pickles for $0. My salad dressing even is $0. I have like 4 or 5 little tiny shrimp in there for $0. And I'm having some type of fruit, and then I'm having a pudding cup, which is 2 points. So my lunch right now has been 2 points. And it's good. Last week my lunch was 3 points, I think, because I had like a turkey wrap. Also good. I'm tired of cold lunch. I want a hot lunch, right? Like we were in school. I want a hot lunch. But I don't want to, and I get making something on Sunday and eating on it all week. That's kind of what I do. All week, that's why I only do one meal prep video because I eat the same thing all week. You know, I'm eating the same breakfast all week. I'm eating the same lunch all week. And I would be okay with that. But when you get to the hot stuff, I don't want the same stuff. So next week I am going to get some spaghetti squash or some zucchini noodles because I got some turkey meatballs, and 6 of them is 4 points. So I'm thinking if I have 3 of them, it would be 3 points. And then I'm going to have some of the, I made some homemade marinara sauce, which is mostly just tomatoes and garlic and sage and basil. So I'm probably going to have that a couple of times next week for lunch, maybe even for dinner. I'm considering making some chili this weekend, depending on the weather, and maybe having that a couple of times next week. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is have that in conjunction with a smaller salad. Still want to get my greens in there with my roughage or whatever. Or I might decide I'm just going to take some steamed vegetables, some steamed broccoli, some steamed asparagus, something where I'm getting some vegetables in there with it. Besides what, you know, is already in there. But so that's my plan for next week. I don't know that it's going to happen. I may just do the salad again. I really just don't know, but that is my plan. You know, I talked to some other people who were like, oh, you should have your red meat at lunchtime and, you know, your fish and chicken at dinner. And I don't know. I don't know that that matters for my body. Listen, you know, you got to listen to what your body is telling you. I'm not great at that. One of the other Weight Watch channels said that to me this morning, and I thought, I'm horrible at that. I listen to everybody else and what they're telling me I need to do. But so that's kind of where I am. In a little bit better mood today. But I'm so tired. I gotta get home, and I had a meeting this afternoon, of course. Don't I always have meetings? And I have to get home and get Carly to her firehouse. She's a volunteer fire cadet right now, but she'll be a full active member in a couple of weeks. I gotta get her to to the firehouse, and I've got to figure out what I'm doing for dinner. I'm pretty sure that Norm is probably home right now, but he's got a full night too. He's got to go to a meeting tonight, which I don't even know if he's going to go to. He's got to pick his mom up at the airport at like 10 o'clock. So I don't even know if he's going to want dinner. He might want to go out to dinner because we have to take Carly up to the firehouse. I don't know. Right now, I'm just kind of leaving it up to him. If he doesn't suggest let's go out to dinner, then I'm going to suggest make your own dinner night. And it's going to be, for me, probably a sandwich, because I have some turkey breast still at home, and maybe a slice of cheese on, I have one of the wraps, one of the 2-point wraps. Maybe I'll even make that hot, with a couple of the Nabisco crackers, and call it a night. I think that's what I'm going to do if he doesn't suggest going out. But I have a ton of points. I've got, 27 points for the night. So, and I don't care. If I go to bed with 27 points, I go to bed with 27 points. I don't even care. Because I feel so full because of I'm not going. So I feel full, not full, like I'm not miserable, but I don't feel like I'm hungry either. Because I don't feel like my body is digesting food right now. Or digesting food correctly anyway. So that's my plan for the night. I am about halfway home. I'm going to jump off of here and probably turn YouTube on. I love the fact that I can do, OK Google, and it'll put on exactly what I want. I don't have to touch anything. And then I will check in with you. Oh, I didn't do a video this morning because it was dark. It's still kind of dark. It's real cloudy. So that's why you're getting kind of a long one right now. But I'm just at about 20 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and go. And I hope you guys had a wonderful Wednesday. I did get a couple more subscribers. Please share this so that if I can help one person, I don't care about the subscribers as much as the number. I don't care. I'm not trying to get people to send me stuff. I'm not looking for money. I want to help one person the way that these other women have helped me. Weight Watchers for Life, Weight Watchers Wifey, Journey to Health and Happiness, or Health and Wellness, and a couple others whose I can't think of right now. But they have all helped me so much. Like, I feel like I know them, you know what I mean? Like, if I get in the morning and I go to my subscribers list, or my videos and I see that they've done a new one, they have a little dot, I get all excited. I'm like, oh, they told me something, right? And I feel like I know them. So if I can do that for one person, I would be thrilled. So share, like, subscribe, comment, tell me whatever. Tell me your Thanksgiving Day recipes. Tell me your lunch recipes. Tell me what you want to hear. Do you want to see a food haul or a grocery haul? Do you want to see me go out to eat? Do you want to see, one night when I splurge? You tell me. What do you want to see? Anyway, do you want to see Norm? Do you want to see more of Norm? I know that you do, because I've had a couple of people who have commented that, hey, where's Norm? You said you were going to do this with Norm. Norm, we had an idea of the way we were going to do this, and that was him talking about football, us talking about kind of camping and doing things together. Football's been a little disappointing for him, and we haven't gone camping since we started. So we'll get there. We'll get some things going, some adventures that we normally do, and I'll add them onto our page. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great night. Track your points, do well, and I will see you guys probably in the morning. If not, I will see you tomorrow afternoon on my way home from work. Good night, guys.